but you know I got a better one. What happened to the Indian who drank too much tea? He drowned in his teepee.
Wait. I got one. Who's the best player on the baseball team? The Batman. Batman.
Hey, it's okay, baby. At least the kids got your looks.
There. Michael, wait. What's this?
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to sign that.
Well, this says there's an open house at your school next week. Were you ever going to show this to me?
Frankly, Mom, I'm surprised it took you this long to find it. Mom, we gotta go.
Have fun at school.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, look, there's David and Sally.
Don't do that, though. Come over here.
I'm just waving and saying hi.
Girl, don't you know out here, this means this?
No, it doesn't. Oh, look, they're coming.
Hey, Yvonne.
Oh, hey.
What'd you call us over for?
I was just waving and saying hi. And... Hey, you guys going to this open house next week?
Oh, of course you have to go. We missed Otto's first year and people trashed us until Dave agreed to play the Great Pumpkin in the Halloween pageant.
Ooh, you'd have made a whole lot of pies.
Oh, go ahead and laugh, but I hear there's a movement by the Christmas Committee to make you the first black Santa Claus.
Oh, look, there's Mrs. Fitch. She's waving.
Yeah, I guess we gotta go talk to her.
Oh, no, Michael forgot his lunch. Could you take this to him on your way to work?
Why? Did you see how much food the boy spilled on his shirt at breakfast? He can scrape some off and live off that for a week.
That's just real nice. We're going to be known as a new black family that doesn't feed their children. You already Santa. You trying to be Black Jesus at Easter?
Give me that. And for your information, Jesus was black. And so was the apostles, because ain't nowhere in hell 12 white dudes would follow a brother. Unless they were the police.
Now, let's put away our math books and take out our history books. And let's remember...
Fractions are our friends.
Very good. Excuse me, Miss Ross. It's Michael. Yesterday you said a decimal point was our friend. Yes, it is. As you recall, it separates, it defines, and if there's a dollar sign and a bunch of numbers in front of it, we get paid. Yes, we get paid. And if we're a teacher, we get underpaid. You can always grow a foot in half and learn how to dunk. Good one, Michael. That was nothing, boy. You're just getting warmed up.
Hey, I'm paying good money here. Where are the metal detectors?
May I help you? Oh, you must be Michael and Sydney's dad.
How do you know that?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
So who can tell me the significance of 1492? I know. If you have 7 more cents, you can buy a CD. Hit it? 14.99. Okay, Michael. Why don't you come up and tell the class all about the year of 1492? Oh, I'd be delighted. Now, in 1492, Columbus discovered America. Very good. But the funny part is, he was really looking for India, but he landed in Florida. So basically, this guy knows nothing about geography, and he gets a holiday. So, why don't we celebrate Ronnie Day? He doesn't know anything about geography either. That's enough, Michael. Thank you very much. The next show starts at 11. Uh-oh. You wrecked them, Michael. Come sit with us at lunch. If you're still alive.
Hey, you forgot this. Let's look inside and see if your mind is in there. Ronnie Day, who are you?
Dad, I was just having a little fun.
Fun? Oh, that's why I pay all this money to send you to school. Go in the hallway and have your last meal. Miss Ross, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I have been this embarrassed since Mike Tyson's last press conference.
You don't have to be sorry, Mr. Hughley. Michael is a good student.
Oh, that's not what I saw. I saw a little 3-foot Ronnie Dangerfield.
Michael is a free spirit. He needs to express himself. I'm sure there's a way for us to get through to him without hurting his creativity.
Oh, we gonna get through to him, all right. His creativity's gonna be fine. He just won't be able to sit on it for a while. Maybe you should have seen our little comedian. All the boy needed was a glass of scotch and a microphone.
wait, honey, I understand, but he gets good grades.
But now, But he's on a slippery slope to a government check.
He's just 9 years old. He can't even apply for it till he's 13.
That's not funny, baby. This is my worst nightmare.
Not everybody who ends up telling a few jokes in class drops out of high school like you did.
Shh! Do you want them to hear you? That's forbidden. Why you think I Xeroxed my brother's diploma, hung it up so high the kids can't get a real good look at it?
Okay, just don't be so hard on him.
My son, the class clown. And I tell you what, baby, there is no future in being a clown.
Ronald McDonald's a clown. He's doing okay.
Ronald McDonald's a white clown with stock options. And what are you doing here anyway?
Hey, you invited me over for dinner.
No, I didn't. I said Bonnie was making me dinner.
Oh. So what's going on?
My son's a class clown and I'm about to straighten him out. Michael, you get down here right now. On the couch.
Dad, before you say anything, I've been thinking about this, and maybe my behavior was simply a cry for help.
Oh, don't worry, sport. That cry will be coming soon enough. Now, Michael, the whole reason we moved out here was so that you and your sister could go to a good school. You're going to be the first Hughleys to graduate from college.
Excuse me. I graduated college. Oh, I did.
Now, Michael, look, we're in a strange new land here. And when you're in a new land, son, there are new rules. And the most important one is never, and I mean never, act a fool in front of white folk.
How come?
2 words. Jerry Springer. You gotta make up for all those years he set us back.
The point is, Michael, for many of your new friends at that school, you're the first one of us they've ever gotten to know.
That's right. And you know they don't get BET out here either. We don't.
Like I was saying, Michael, look, if you act like a clown, I think we all act that way. And you've got mountains to climb, son, and a clown can only climb so high.
That's right. You can only get so far in those big floppy shoes.
You know, this is the most crowded father and son talk I've ever been to in my life. Now, will you please let me handle this, please?
Hey, I just thought I could help.
How? You don't have a son or a father.
As good as my mom's been to you.
Zap, you want some ice cream?
No.
Michael, son, you're not like everyone else. You have to work twice as hard to get half as far.
But why just me?
That's just the way it is, son. Look, you have a great opportunity here, and you have to take advantage of it, because not all of us get it. Now, when you're in that class, you're not just representing me and this family. You're representing 33 million black people. Can't you see that?
I won't let you down, Dad. I won't let anyone down.
I know you won't.
Dee, my mother would like to have a word with you.
Now, who can tell me the capital of Montana? I believe the capital is Puke, Montana.
It's Helena.
I know, Michael, but that's not funny.
You can play, Ronnie. I can't.
Why?
That's just the way it is.
What's the matter with you?
Ronnie, do you want to grow up wearing big floppy shoes?
I already do.
Yeah. Mike, a certain Mr. Seymour Butts is on the phone for you.
It's just Ronnie. Tell him I'm busy.
I'm sorry, Ronnie. I'm sure he'll call you later. Bye. Well, look, Michael, you have been at that for hours. Why don't you go over there and make some open house cookies for Sydney?
He's no fun anymore. Yesterday I wanted to watch Scooby-Doo, but he made me watch Tony Brown's Journal. Look at her. So naive. Just begging her little life away.
Hey, Darryl, look, I need to talk to you about Michael.
Well, hello to you too, baby.
Now, before your little talk, Michael was a happy kid making new friends every day, and now I don't see any of them around here anymore.
Now, good. They're probably at home studying to keep up with my son.
Baby, haven't you noticed that Michael doesn't laugh anymore?
Then we did our job. Michael's not the school entertainment.
Now, you must have said something, because somebody done scared the fun out of my baby.
Hey, I said what any good father should say. Don't act up in school.
Good.
Education is important.
Yeah.
And if you screw up, you're letting down 33 million people.
What? You put the weight of the entire race on my son's shoulders?
Yeah.
Well, sweetheart, come on, I think you went a little too far. That's an awful lot of pressure. for a 9-year-old.
Don't you understand? Pressure can bust a pipe, or it can make a diamond. Watch my son shine.
Well, Darryl, I think we need to teach him to be responsible for himself, not 33 million people.
It's just part of our experience.
You know, one day when I was growing up, my father dropped that same bomb on me. That the only thing that mattered was to always represent black people in the best light. And baby, I was hoping my kids wouldn't have to go through that. It is way too much stress for a young child.
Well, it's good you listened to your old man, because he was right.
He gave me that speech to convince me not to go out with you.
See, that's why I never liked your daddy. That's just why. Well, it is a lot of white people. Watch your purse. You got to show up early to get the big boy seat, huh?
Hey, I'm not big. I'm husky.
I can't turn because of the baby.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Pregnant in the 4th grade? Who that saying? I sure hope this is English class, because one of us got to learn the word no.
Eyes up here, everyone. Welcome to Open House. As you know, one of the biggest roles of a parent is helping your child with their homework. That is why we've had you fill out a sample homework assignment. Could everyone please pass them forward?
Homework? Nobody mentioned any homework.
I told you to read the note.
We have ours.
We have ours.
I got mine.
Good, put my name on it.
No, this is my homework.
That's family homework. No. Girl, you better put my...
Miss Ross?
Yes.
Could I move my seat? This boy over here is bothering me.
So, Sydney, how many cookies do you have to sell to keep the music department afloat, huh?
Beats me. All I know is I haven't sold a single cookie all night. Well, look at them. The only part that's not burned black are the eggshells.
Now, geography, let's face it, can be very boring. But not when we make it personal to each child's history. That's why we have you fathers coming up to show us where your families originated.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, girl, come on. You know you want to walk me home and carry my books.
Stop it, Darryl. You're bad. My daddy warned me about you. Meet me in the cloakroom after class.
All right. Hey, look. When the second hand gets on the 12, everybody cough. Pass it down.
Gotcha.
Hey.
Yeah, I heard. Funny. Now, my family came from Latvia, through Ellis Island, and then on to California. Mr. Hughley,
Huh?
you didn't put a pin in the country you come from.
Oh, no. I don't like to go up front. I'm more a back-of-the-room type guy.
You're the only one who hasn't participated.
All right, what is this, Children of the Corn? All right. Well, I bet we all know where this pen is going, don't we? Oh, but the pen starts here in Africa, but the journey's really just beginning, isn't it? Because some of these pens from here took my little pen on a little boat ride. And that's how some of my pens ended up being pinned down in Dixie, where we pinned the phrase, "Oh, Lord, have mercy." Later on, when my pens were free, some of the other pens got together and built us a nice place to live. They called it the penitentiary. And I didn't want to live in that house. So I worked real hard, and now I stand before you at the pinnacle of my success. And so concludes my lecture on the history of the pen. Hope that answers all the questions y'all had earlier.
Dad, I'm confused. How come you can be funny and I can't?
Why? Because I'm the father and I pay the bills, that's why.
Okay.
Wait a minute, son. Come here. Listen. Sometimes when I get into a new situation, I feel a little uncomfortable. So I might crack a joke or two just to break the ice.
Yeah, me too. That's all I was doing. I'm new here too.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? Well, how's it going out here?
I like it. But it's going to be harder now that I know there's these rules.
What rules?
The ones you said about how we can act in front of white people.
Oh. Listen, Michael, when I was growing up, the only time I used to see people who were different than me was when my mother took us down to the Sears store. And she would always say, boy, you better not act up in here. But it's kind of hard not to act a fool when you're trying on tough skin jeans.
What are tough skin jeans?
And see, you can thank me, you have to ask that question. But looking around here, I see you in the Sears store every day, and you're comfortable here. I was just passing on to you what my parents passed on to me. But I can see it doesn't play here. So I'm really sorry if I put too much pressure on you, son.
So I could be funny again?
Well, what'd you get on your last test?
An A in history and a B in math.
Well, then you can tell jokes in history. But you keep your mouth shut in math.
I bet that's what you did in school, huh, Dad?
No, Michael, I clowned in every class. I climbed my way right out of the 10th grade and never finished high school.
What?
And I'm ashamed of that, too, son. Even with all my success, there's still a part of me that feels like a failure.
You're not a failure. You're my dad.
Thanks, son. It means a lot to me. Hey, listen. Let's not tell your sister about me not graduating. I think she still respects me.
Okay. Hey, Dad, you want to hear the joke Uncle Millsap told me?
Yeah.
See, there's a priest and a guy who sells canoe.
No, Michael, you're messing it up. There's a bear and a priest, and they're in a canoe.
You scared?
Thanks a lot, Michael. How do you tell me the principal had a brother who was a priest who drowned in a canoe with a bear?
Ain't that always the way?